the way I look at it now is that we are a lot further along than we think we are. I think this whole period has been just kind of a psychological attack on where we actually are.
Hold on, let me ask Roland about that. Are we further along than we think we are? What Tommy just said?
Well, I need him to, what does that mean?
Mm-hmm.
What
I
does
think
that
we're
mean?
further along. I think we're further along. That means we ran the White House, chief of staff, right? One of the most successful presidents ever, right? Comes from us, right? The lowly slave, right? Ran this country, chief of staff, all right? We reduced nuclear arms globally. Nobody's ever done that. Not even anybody has done that. Won a Nobel Peace Prize. He's one of a billion of us. It just seems circumstantial to me that after we were able to get to that point, then all of a sudden, all of this is happening.
But that's precisely why it's happening.
That's why.
But that's precisely what. Okay,
I want to say this, Roland. I don't feel like I'm disagreeing with you, Tommy. I don't feel like
that's okay. That's okay. That's why we're here.
I don't feel like we're further along because most of us black people, we're still enslaved in our mind. You know what I'm saying? Once we can get our mind right, because man, a lot of black people, we do some Uncle Tom slave things that, you know what I mean, we got to get out of. So once we get our mindset right, I really think that we're going to be free. But right now, I really feel like we're enslaving our minds still, brother.
No.
They are.
That's his opinion. That's his opinion.
No. I got so allow me to unpack.
Hold on. Let me speak to what I said. Okay. My great grandmother, grandmother, right? And grandfather didn't have a prayer in the world. Okay. I was their prayer. Okay. And they knew it. All right. Now I'm on full scholarship. For what they did. She pushed shit out of a chitlin. Okay. A pig's intestine so I can grow up nice and strong. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm not only just African American, I'm Jamaican, I'm Haitian, I'm in France, I'm everywhere. I'm global.
Okay? Yeah, I mean, they actually made it better for us, obviously, but we still have so far to go, and I think that's where Roland is going.
But no, all I'm saying, no. What I'm saying is this. We're not at the beginning. We are our forefathers' dream.
We are not at the beginning, but we are far from the finish line. Roland, real quick, about 30 seconds. I got to go.
But we're not talking about the finish line. We're talking about now.
Yeah.
See,
August. Here's the deal.
If it's a psychological attack on us,
he's trying to catch up. Go ahead, Roland.
Oh, go ahead.
Thurgood Marshall was confirmed as a Supreme Court justice in August of 1967. That does not mean that racism in the criminal justice system evaporated. When Douglas Wilder became the governor of Virginia, that did not mean that racism left Virginia. When Deval Patrick became governor of Massachusetts, that did not mean that it left. When black mayors became mayors in New York City, Seattle, Houston, multiple cities, it did not mean all of a sudden that these issues of race evaporated. What that shows is that
I didn't say that, though.
No. One second. I got it. Allow me.
I didn't say they evaporated.
I got it. What I'm trying to say is the mere election or the ascendance of one of us to a position of authority means that we are on the road to progress. But what it also means is that it also may fall back. There are fewer black CEOs today, post-Obama, than there were pre-Obama. Mm-hmm. So if I use that as the basis of my argument, I would say, well, the election of Obama somehow changes this, when in fact, the election of Obama actually caused folks with racial anxiety, white folks freaking out about the future of America to go, wait a minute, Donald Trump was a manifestation of their white fears of where we're going.
Right, but hold on.
All I'm saying is
CEOs. I didn't say CEOs.
I'm going to
I did.
I said Africans worldwide.
Tommy, I am going to let you answer. We got to take a break. I'm going to let you respond to what Roland just said. I love the conversation.
Oh, you are?
Yes, I will. Definitely do that. So please, just hang out for a second. You're listening to the
No! Are you kidding me? Let's go.
Tommy Davidson and Roland Martin.
Inequality and injustice for any of our people is too many of our people. Hi, I'm Donny Hoodfield, actor, author, activist, and father. And I'm calling on all fathers of all colors to stand together as one consciousness. The consciousness that we want the same rights for all of our families, but we will stand in solidarity demanding the equality and justice that's being denied to our Black families. Join us on Father's Day, Sunday, June 21st at 11 a.m. in front of City Hall in Los Angeles. Fathers for equality and justice. Brothers, be there. We're needed now more than ever.
All right, we're back on the Mike and Donny show on FOXSOUL. Very spirited debate going on right now. Roland Martin and, of course, Tommy Davidson hanging out with us. Roland was just
not a debate. Go ahead.
How the maybe what's going on right now could be a manifestation of President Barack Obama's presidency brought out or emboldened a lot of the racism that we're seeing today. So
look, in 2009, a study was done. The question was asked: are you optimistic about the future of America for your children? Okay, that was in 2009, shortly after Obama was inaugurated. Every ethnic group, more than the majority said yes, except one group, white Americans. In 2016, national poll was asked: are you optimistic about the future of America economically for the next 10 years? Black people, lowest wealth, highest optimism. Latinos, second lowest wealth, highest optimism. Who had the highest wealth? White Americans. Who had the lowest optimism? White Americans. What you're dealing with is this.
Which
and
they
this
should.
is what, and,
Which they
and this
should.
is not, no, they shouldn't.
They should, yeah.
They shouldn't.
Yeah,
they shouldn't, because the reality is you got more wealth. The reality is this here. And this is the thing. In 20, no, follow me here. In 23 years, this nation will be a nation majority of people of color. What white Americans are fearing, they are fearing the fact that they will not be in control. Right. When you're not in control means I don't control the money, I don't control the education. So now it's like, wait a minute, for the first time, we're going to have to share this thing. And that fear is what's driving Trump. That's why they're targeting immigration. That's why he called African nations shithole countries. That's why he is sending Haitians back in the middle of coronavirus. That's why he is saying to Liberians, to other African nations, I don't want them in this country. And that's why they openly say, he said, why can't we get more people from Denmark? What does that mean? White people. We need to understand what's going on here. And this is about to be a 50 to 100-year battle, because it's not just about November. This is going to be a battle we're dealing with the next 50 years.
Tommy, respond real quick.
How much I love him? Because I love this boy. I'm like, I have watched him for years. It's like, I'm just so glad to be here. Let me get that out the way. And respect to you, boy, all the way. The reason why I'm loving being on this is because, you know, we're all right. We're all right. We're a multi-stream, multi-pronged people, you know, and we're going to have our varied opinions. And that was just my point. My point is that this now is the time for us to take the facts. You know what I mean? Take the facts of what you know. Take the facts of what Roland knows. Take the facts of what I know, and reassimilate our direction. The optimism to me is the most important thing, because if I'm chained for 400 years, you know, the power is in my optimism. And when I said, yeah, they should feel like that. They should feel like that, because where we're coming from as a people in this country, we're coming from a very spiritual core. You know, we're a moral conscience of the country. If we were about hate and dissension, and we were about violence, then we will be fighting right now. It's our spiritual arc. It's our spiritual arc that's the strongest arc. And now that stuff is starting to come into fruition, where we now have opportunities to make changes for ourselves.
And we got to do that.
Like what R. Kelly was straight on it. He went ahead and I mean, not R. Kelly. LeBron James. LeBron James was straight on it. He went straight ahead and was like, yeah, whatever. Bam! I'm buying a school.
That's right.
And he's the only one with money.
And he's doing it himself. Like you said, Tommy, we've come a long way, but we still have a long way to go.
We have a long way to go, but we are not as far off.
We'll figure it all out together. I got to move on.